Welcome to William Shakespeare Off the Shelf, Lessons from the Bard, where the Swan of Avon lives on in poetry, art, and study. Everywhere we look today, the world seems to be coming apart. The very cultural values that define who we are and how we live are under attack, often by our own leaders and institutions. A global disease has some worried about leaving their homes or interacting with others as they used to. And ordinary people are afraid to ask questions or defend their traditions and beliefs for fear of being harassed or even punished. Believe it or not, William Shakespeare lived in a similar age. When the Protestant Reformation arrived in England, it made the beliefs and traditions of more than 50% of the population illegal overnight. And unlike elsewhere, it was not a popular revolt, but was mandated by a king and his heirs who were more concerned about their own political legitimacy than they were about seeking the truth. This was the world in which William Shakespeare wrote, and for that world's most distrusted and disreputable platform, the public stage. Today's equivalent of that platform is the internet, so it seems only fitting that the Bard found his way here to YouTube. Please subscribe and click the notifications bell if you enjoy the following content and would like to learn more about William Shakespeare and what he might have had to say about our current cultural upheaval. Despite being deceased for more than 400 years, William Shakespeare is more popular today than ever. Perhaps, more than any other playwright who has ever written, his plays are routinely performed around the world. He is also required reading in virtually every traditional English literature course. Do a simple internet search and you will soon discover thousands of entries from every conceivable vantage point. For some, William Shakespeare was a wonder, a brilliant playwright, sublime poet, an unassailable master of the English language, who without a formal education miraculously produced some of the greatest work ever conceived in the English language. Only the Christian Bible compares in scope, influence, and historic significance. Others find a fraud. They see only another dead white male oppressor, reflecting the prejudices, superstitions, and elitism of the European colonizers who subjugated, oppressed, and enslaved other races, people of color, religious minorities, and women. Still, others see only a phantom. Their Shakespeare could never produce the sophisticated work attributed to him. Someone else, therefore, must be secretly responsible. Possible contenders for this honor include Christopher Marlowe, Edward de Vere, and even Francis Bacon. Many recast the Bard as an early revolutionary who creatively challenged the social assumptions of his age. How then could he possibly object to modern attempts to bend his poetry to contemporary tastes and worthy social justice causes? Finally, some just don't get it. For them, William Shakespeare is only an anachronism. His King James Bible style English is awkward, his rhyme is silly, his wordy dialogue is boring, and his twisted stories are impossible to follow. As I said, they don't get it. What all these solutions have in common is that they tell us much less about Shakespeare than they do about the biases and objectives of those attempting to use the Bard for their own purposes. At William Shakespeare Off the Shelf, Lessons from the Bard, we neither idolize the poet nor try to make his life and art conform to our own contemporary desires and expectations. Follow me as we rediscover the life and writings of William Shakespeare in a way that neither idolizes or reinvents him, but which does fearlessly examine the culture and controversies surrounding his life, and seriously explores through his own words what he really has to say about life, civilization, and our human condition. Perhaps we'll even find a way to better navigate our own age of confusion by learning about how he related to his own chaotic culture and circumstances. Please subscribe if you like this content, and don't forget to hit the notifications bell to stay informed about future videos. Thanks for watching.